We've got a double Dave special. We're double dipping SA as we've got Davy Klaassen to talk about and another talk about session about the big man Dave King. I feel like we've talked about Dave King one too many times here in the past couple of days, couple of weeks. But according to the Daily Record, which some people don't like people using here, the Daily Rebel, right? Apparently, his hopes of return to Rangers as chairman are set to be dashed, with his former allies on the current board unlikely to ask for his help. Right, so I like Dave King. To be honest, I don't like talking about the board all that much. I like just talking about what's on the pitch. But here, football's football. You need a boardroom, and Rangers have got a CEO position to fill, and they've got a chairman position to fill. But if the current board, who, as it says here, were his once former allies, don't want him. And it's not even a case that they don't even want him. It's like, it would just be a bit pathetic if this current board went pleading for him to help, but he's kind of put his own name out there. So for me, if he goes and asks, like, properly, rather than doing a Q&A with TalkSport, because let's be honest, man, doing a Q&A with TalkSport's not exactly going in for a job interview, but he is the majority shareholder, and I feel like because he's the majority shareholder, why the fuck should this guy even need to ask? If you're the majority shareholder of a football club, why should you need to come in and be like, oh, please, Diddy man, who's got 0.1%, but you're on the board, can I join the board again, please? Dave King should be welcomed back, man, with open arms, and that's all I'm going to say about Dave King. This current board couldn't run a bath, and maybe Dave King can at least distinguish between the warm and cold tap, because we certainly need to spice things up. But let's spice things up some more. Put a bit of paprika on that, because Davy Klaassen, alright? Now, this is according to Nicola Shearer on X. Now, the Sun has reported this and other numerous newspaper articles, but apparently, Dutch international Davy Klaassen has turned down a move to Rangers, with the free agent set to re-sign for Ajax after leaving them, I believe. He left them about, almost a decade ago. Remember, he had that failed move to Everton. He's since played for Inter Milan and clubs such as that. I'm going to call fake news on this one, right? And I think when you break it down, there's a lot of free agents out there, right? Rangers, if they signed this guy, would have been paying a pretty decent wage, because we're talking about an international. We're talking about a guy that has played in the Premier League for Ajax. He's played for Inter Milan. It's safe to say we're talking about a guy here that's on 30, 40, 50k a week. In that ballpark, hell, probably more. Probably would have to take a pay cut, though, to come to Rangers. And it's like, right, so if Rangers have got that money to spend on this guy, and it's fell through, so why don't Rangers go out and try and sign other free agents? And that tells me, everybody, that this is fake news, because we have been left massively light after that transfer window. It looked like we were going to sign, Kazim Weirjo. Then on, the last day, out of nowhere, Bajrami appeared, Edawozi, and a few other players for Serie A magically appeared out of thin air. So, we tried to sign 5, we ended up getting 2 on deadline day, which tells me that we are light. You don't even need deadline day to know that Rangers are light. You just look at the Europa League squad that was announced and how weak we look in certain areas of the pitch. So if this truly was legit about a move for Davy Klaassen and it's been rejected, then we would be in for other free agents. The reality is, we're not in for other free agents. I looked at the free agents, right, around the time of the transfer deadline, and we're talking about guys, former internationals. Now, yeah, not all of them are current internationals, but we're talking about, there's a lot of great free agents out there. I get it. David De Gea was a free agent, but he's eventually went to Fiorentina. His wage is out of our, grasps. We're not going to be getting David De Gea, and plus, with Jack Butland and Liam Kelly, I get it. De Gea would obviously be an upgrade in those two, right? I'm not going to deny that, but it's not the area of the pitch that needs the immediate upgrade. There's definite other areas, but for me, Davy Klaassen, it sounds like a pipe dream. We're talking about a guy was playing for Serie A champions not too long ago in Inter Milan. So why the hell would he be coming to Rangers? And it looks like he's getting a move back to Ajax. Of course, Ajax finished, third last season in the Eredivisie, so not exactly spectacular for them. But there's a lot of free agents for Rangers, and it's made up BS for the newspapers, man. It's a slow news week. It just seems to be like another dig to fire at Rangers at the minute. Obviously with Dave King, you've got that news floating about, but because there's kind of an ice put on that today, due to the fact that the current board members don't really want him or don't want to ask for his help. Oh, we'll whip out this guy who wanted to go to Ajax instead of Rangers. We'll whip that out as a news article. I don't buy this for a second. And you know what? See if it is true. Well, you know what, Rangers? There's about 4,000 other free agents that would probably want to sign for this football club because we need depth, man. Look at the areas of the pitch. Red Van Yilmaz, new captain Weetabix, Danilo snookered up front. Other positions are just drastically needed. The wide areas, man. Holy moly, we need wingers. Anyway, Davy Klaassen, Dave King. Could they both be coming to Rangers? Well, no, because Davy Klaassen is not coming to Rangers. But Dave King, he certainly could be returning, and I, for one, would welcome it. Till next time, peace.